Hey, you strangely awesome gamers! Ronnie here, bringing you our list of the best Star Wars games out there. A special shout out to our very own Kyle Schultz and Nicholas Mullick for putting this one together. You can check out this article and others like it on our website using the link down below in the description. Or binge our other content here on the Strangely Awesome channel. But enough about us, let's get to it. Fans have been enamored by Star Wars films since 1977. In the decades since, gamers have gotten to live in the world George Lucas created as we wield lightsabers, use the Force, fly ships, and so much more. There are hundreds of games set in the massive Star Wars universe, and there are more on the way in 2024 with Star Wars Hunters and Star Wars Outlaws coming later this year. So, sit back and relax with some blue milk and find that perfect game to celebrate this weekend while you watch your favorite Star Wars movies. As of May 2024, here are our picks for the top 10 Star Wars games of all time. Alright, going down the list in alphabetical order, we start with our first game, the remaster of Battlefront II. While this game was met with its fair share of loot controversy, which affected sales, DICE's Battlefront II is a third-person shooter where players participate as foot soldiers in massive Star Wars games. You'll acquire points that you can cash in to spawn as either an advanced soldier or one of Star Wars' iconic heroes. Whether you played the original Battlefront games on PS2 or Xbox back in the mid-2000s, or you're a newcomer, you'll be in for a treat. Graphically and narratively, this game stands on its own 2 feet and is worth playing. The campaign is fun and immersive, beginning with the Battle of Endor, which is during Return of the Jedi. Although it has its flaws, DICE's Battlefront II has a clear and integral part of the new canon and serves as a bridge between the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy. You can try the remastered Star Wars Battlefront II now on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Game number 2 on our list is the nostalgic and original Star Wars Battlefront II. While DICE's revival of the Battlefront franchise was admired amongst its fans, there's no beating the original entries. These came out in the early 2000s, during the height of the prequel trilogy. Star Wars Battlefront II made players feel like they were playing more than just a game. It made you feel like your role mattered in the war you were in, whether you were playing for the Rebel Alliance or the Galactic Empire. While you could play this game by yourself, the game was enhanced with friends thanks to the massive scale multiplayer battles and beautifully designed worlds that made you feel like you were in the Star Wars universe. Star Wars Battlefront II is available in the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Next, we have a franchise near and dear to my heart, and I am happy to see it on here not only once, but twice. In the number 3 spot, LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. This game was the intro to LEGO video games, and solely focused on the first 6 movies of the Star Wars franchise. While none of the characters have any spoken lines of dialogue, they have their own Minecraft villager vocal sound effect, and it pairs very well. The Complete Saga gives players 160 characters to unlock, and even showcases them in their classic mini-kit design. There are so many characters to play across the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy. You can do it in a single player or multiplayer with one other person. If you have not played this game, I strongly recommend it. And a fun fact, as of February 2017, LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga has sold 15.33 million units, making it the best-selling Star Wars game of all time. You can pick up a copy today on many platforms such as Nintendo DS, PC, PlayStation 3, Wii, and Xbox. This one on the list is a unique story-driven take on the series that fans were craving. Coming in as number 4, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order delivered intense lightsaber combat that fans wanted for decades. Respawn Entertainment's entry into a galaxy far, far away surprised many. The founders behind the studio mostly work in the FPS genre, and are responsible for making Call of Duty the giant franchise it is. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order puts players in the shoes of Cal Kestis, a Jedi Padawan on the run from the Galactic Empire. Set during the aftermath of the infamous Order 66 from Revenge of the Sith Fallen Order, Cal turns into a fugitive. This ends up being the way Cal completes his Jedi training. His adventure sees him going to new and familiar places from throughout the galaxy, in a gripping adventure that flipped the table on the potential of Jedi combat in modern gaming. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is out now on PS4, PS5, PC, and Xbox consoles. Halfway through, we highlight a rare sequel that actually grew to shine next to its original. As number 5, we give you Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Following up on their beloved Souls-like Jedi game, Respawn returned to the Star Wars galaxy with a follow-up in 2023. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is everything that made the first game great and more. The stakes felt high, yet personal. The sequel added tons of customization, allowing players to shape Cal Kestis more than ever before. While changing a character's hair and clothing may not seem major, it went such a long way to making this iteration feel deeper and more relatable. The lightsaber combat in the first game, for my money, the best in any Star Wars games to date, is even more refined. Like the characters itself, the combat has more depth and customization than ever before. Jedi Survivor adds several different lightsaber stances, allowing players to fight exactly how they want to fight. Jedi Survivor also manages to balance a delight of Star Wars Easter eggs and lore without taking away from the story of the Mantis crew. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is one of the best games of the current generation, and in the short list of the best Star Wars games of all time. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is now out on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series XS. Next on our list is one of the OG story-driven Star Wars games that captivated fans everywhere. Taking up number 6 is Star Wars Jedi Knight 2: Jedi Outcast. Long before Respawn Entertainment gave us Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Raven Software gave us Star Wars Jedi Knight 2: Jedi Outcast. The title saw players take control of Kyle Katarn, the protagonist of the 90s FPS Star Wars Dark Forces. Jedi Outcast shows us that Katarn is now a mercenary, but is given the opportunity to regain his connection with the Force. With it, he uses the opportunity to take on the Empire with newly regained powers. Jedi Outcast has an excellent single-player campaign and remains one of the best entries for Star Wars Legends. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2: Jedi Outcast has been re-released for PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox consoles. Here is a game that is a first love for many in terms of original Star Wars games. This universally adored game rightfully takes its place at number 7. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic may be 20 years old, but it's highly regarded as one of the best Star Wars games to this day. Known for their unique approach to RPGs, developer BioWare crafted a very intricate and immersive game with KOTOR. In it, you are charged with defining your own path full of meaningful choices, which help make the game truly your own experience. Boasting an original story, fantastic character building, and an expansive series of planets to explore, KOTOR is a must-play for any Star Wars fan. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is out now on Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch. This game is still ever popular in the MMO genre, easily earning its spot on our list. Number 8, Star Wars: The Old Republic. Developed by the same team behind Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars: The Old Republic is an MMORPG that launched in 2011 and still has 5 million active players. The game itself takes place 300 years after Knights of the Old Republic, and more than 3,600 years before the events of the Star Wars films. The Old Republic would see 1 million subscriptions in just 3 days of its launch, making it the world's fastest growing MMO ever. Star Wars: The Old Republic is now on PC and is free to play. This is probably the most controversial pick on our list, which may raise a few eyebrows, but hear us out. We think its different nature is what makes it great. Number 9, Star Wars Squadrons. Star Wars Squadrons is one of the most unique titles on this list, since you don't play as a Jedi. Instead, you're put in the shoes of a pilot. You spend the entire game alternating between the New Republic's Vanguard Squadron or the Galactic Empire's Titan Squadron, both involved with the Republic's Project Starhawk, one wanting to see it to completion, whereas the other wants to destroy it. As much as we love Star Wars, it can feel a bit tired playing as a Jedi all of the time. And that's the most beautiful thing about this game. You're in the cockpit of a ship, and you get to see some of the legitimate war part of the Star Wars name. From beautiful ships, iconic space battles, to navigating through deadly dogfights, Star Wars Squadrons is hands down an exhilarating and downright unforgettable entry in the Star Wars lineup, made even more immersive if you have the chance to play in VR. Star Wars Squadrons is now on PS4, PS5, PC, and Xbox Series consoles. The piece de resistance and our final addition to the official list. As promised, here is the second installment from LEGO. Number 10, LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is one of the best LEGO games ever made. With nearly 2 decades of creating LEGO games, Traveller's Tales went back to the franchise that started it all for them, Star Wars. Spanning throughout all 9 mainline films, TT Games delivered an incredible game with tons of the heart and humor that LEGO series is known for. TT Games improved upon the combat system and mobility mechanics compared to previous LEGO Star Wars entries. While this entry faced several delays, when it finally shipped, the Skywalker Saga managed to exceed all expectations. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is out now on PC, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and the Xbox consoles. I think for good measure, it's only right to give an honorable mention to a dedicated group that continues to use the Force within their game. Shout out to Fortnite and their yearly update with the fun Star Wars themes. While it's not necessarily a Star Wars game, Fortnite has consistently updated the game every May 4th, for every Star Wars fan to battle it out using lightsabers and Force abilities. Past events have seen Obi-Wan, Darth Maul, Anakin, Luke, Leia, amongst many others. From what we've seen of this year's updates, Epic Games will not disappoint. This year, the update won't be just for PvP Battle Royale. Instead, Star Wars will cross over with all modes in Fortnite, including LEGO Fortnite, Rocket Racing, and Fortnite Festival. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the list of the top 10 best Star Wars games of all time. Did you agree with our choices? Let us know in the comments below. Did you not agree with the list? Leave us that comment too. Tell us what you would have changed. We love to hear from you. We want to know if you want more lists like this one, or if you have another topic you'd like to see. And if you wanna, hit the like and subscribe buttons down below and check out our other episodes and live gaming content. Want to keep up with all the new things? Hit the bell icon to get notified every time we upload something new. Thank you for hanging with me. Have an awesome week, and may the 4th always be with you.